So first we are going to discuss about the basics of the operational amplifier. What is all these things is not important for us. The basic thing which is important is over here. Uh, this just clearly shows us that the operational amplifier is a direct coupled high gain amplifier to which feedback is added to control its overall response characteristic. Okay, this is the basic definition. Direct coupled high gain amplifier to which feedback is added to control its overall response characteristic. It is used to perform wide variety of linear, non-linear functions and is often referred to as basic linear integrated circuit, or more accurately the analog integrated circuit. Then we come to the block diagram. Block diagram of the typical op amp is something like this. You have the input stage, which is generally a dual input balanced output differential amplifier. Then the second stage is the intermediate stage, which is again dual input unbalanced output differential amplifier. So we have the output of this is two outputs, whereas the output of this is only one. That is why we call it as unbalanced. Here two outputs are there. That is why we call it as balanced output. The output of this is only one. That is why unbalanced. Then you have a level shifter, which is generally an emitter follower using constant current source, which shift the level of the signal so that the DC value which is there here is to be removed. And then you have an output stage, which is generally a class B push-pull amplifier or something like that, a complementary class B push-pull amplifier or something like that. And we will get the out. So naturally, it's like a power amplifier, and we'll get the output which is quite large. So the amplification is of the order of megs. That means 10 to the power of 6, and so on, of the order of 10 to the power of 6 over here. So we have two inputs, which is the what you call non-inverting terminal, inverting terminal, and one output. Then you also have the VCC and plus VCC here and minus VCC, which are the saturation voltages connected, which are responsible for the saturation voltages. So A is very, very large. So the equivalent circuit is generally written like this: between the plus and minus, or minus and plus, whatever you call it, you have a differential input. Okay, you have a differential input, and the between the differential input we put the input impedance, and the input impedance of an op amp is considered very low, and it will become much lower. It is very high, and it becomes much higher once you connect feedback there. Similarly, we have the output impedance, which is very low, which will become much lower if you connect proper feedback, particularly about the voltage, series type of feedback, which we'll be using very often. So also this gives amplification. This amplification will just give you V naught is equal to AD VID, where AD is the differential gain. The differential gain we call it. There is another one which is known as common mode gain. This is the one which is always used, the differential gain. Common mode gain is the average of the input signal here and here, how much it is amplified, will be given by the common mode gain, which is not all that important. But however, once we know both of them, we can always find the what is known as common mode rejection ratio, and that is nothing but AD by ACM. So the AD is the differential gain divided by the common mode gain, will give us the value of common mode rejection ratio, and it should be as large as possible. Ideally, we consider it as infinite by considering AD to be infinite and ACM to be 0. Then you have the saturating voltages VCC and minus VCE. I would call it as saturating, but really speaking, saturation of this will occur a little earlier than plus VCC and minus VE. What that means is that the output of this cannot go above the saturation levels. The output cannot go above plus VCC. Output cannot go below, minus VEE. what it means is, assuming that you have here a zero point 0.1 volts, and this is 10 to the power of 6, and assuming that this is, you know, something like 15 volts, and this is, okay, let us take 10 volts, and this has 10 volts. Then correspondingly, if I have 0.1 volt here, 0.1 into my, micro volt here, 0.1 micro volt here, this is 10 to the power of 6, then output will be 0.1 volt. Now, if this becomes, in place of 0.1 microvolt, 1 microvolt, and if this is 10 to the power of 6, I'll get 1 volt. If this value is, 10 microvolts, and A is 10 to the power of 6, I'll get, 10 volts. But when this becomes, say, above the value of 10 microvolts, that is, say, 20 microvolts, then A multiplied by that will give you 20 volts, but 20 volts cannot come here. Maximum value which can appear at the output is always plus VCC. And similarly, minimum value of this cannot be, minimum value at the output cannot be lesser than this. So remember that if this value is 2 microvolts, 20 microvolts, and this value is 10 to the power of 6, then we are not going to get 20 volts here. We are going to get the saturation voltage of plus 10 volts only. Okay, depending upon the sign, again, because which is having higher polarity and which is having lower polarity, it all depends, because we are putting plus and minus over here. Okay, if 10 volts is in this 10 microvolts is in this direction, you will get corresponding amplification. If it is in this direction, you will get negative value. Okay, it all depends upon those values. So this gives you this schematic of the overall, op-amp, where this and this might form the, so to say, push-pull amplifier. Okay, push-pull amplifier it might form because you have the complementary MOSFET over here, and input, dual input amplifier will be over here, non-inverting input here, inverting input here, right? And then you have middle, the what you call single output stage, again balanced input but single output stage, because we are going to get this output. Then you have a level shifter at this point, right, which is using the constant current source, might be over here with a current mirror and all that. And then you have the output stage over here. Okay, that's the general picture. Then you have the package of this is dual inline package. Dual inline means both sides you have the package, 8-pin op-amp. So this just gives you the transfer curve, that is input versus output, VID versus V0. It should be V0. Okay, so our V0 can be maximum of this. This will be VCC. Similarly, minimum of minus VE. Output cannot go below this value and above this value. This is a very important point. Many people tend to forget this as they go forward. Saturation levels are very important. Output cannot go above plus VCC, nor it can come down below VCC. Okay, this point you please always remember. So these are some ideal and practical values. Open loop gain is infinity for ideal case. Practical, might be 10 to the power of 6 or 10 to the power of 5. Bandwidth is infinite, but generally it is 10 to 100 hertz. But when we take feedback, it will increase much more. Proper feedback. Input impedance is the infinity, but generally it is more than 1 megohm. Further, taking proper feedback, we might try to get more bandwidth. Output impedance 0, but ideally speaking 10 to 100 ohms. The output voltage Vout depends only on Vd, that is V plus minus V minus differential mode gain. It will not depend upon the common mode gain. So it depends slightly on, this is ideal case, depends slightly on the average input, that is common mode input. So this is the common mode signal or common mode input, slightly it will vary. So hence we have a CMRR value here equal to infinity, but here it will not be equal to infinity. Might be approximately something like again 10 to the power of 5, 10 to the power of 6. So that is what he has given over here, 10 to 100 dB, 10 to 100 dB of CMRR. The equivalent circuits are sometimes written like this also in the case of ideal op amp or practical op amp. In the ideal, you have AV in only, no input resistance and no output resistance, whereas those two are included in a practical op amp circuit. So our circuit, basically all this is, we are associated with this, right? So we'll stop at this for the time being. If you have any doubts, again we'll